your girl Nat here with a first makeup tutorial for 4th of July. I did a little cut crease with a little hint of glitter, and for this video I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette and the Morphe 35B palette. These are like my favorite eyeshadow palettes out of my collection. It is so good. But yeah, I told you in my last video that it was gonna be like a kind of like a first impressions type of video. It didn't actually come out that way, but I will do a first impressions, and I will do it like I did a couple of new stuff, but it was mostly like stuff that I've already used. But yeah, this is my 4th of July look. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you wanted to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye. Alright guys, so as you can see, I just finished this eye and I'm about to do this eye, and the palettes that we are going to be using are the Modern Renaissance palette. It's so freaking pretty. And we are going to be using the Morphe 35B palette. Okay, so we are going to start with this little brush that I got from a collection or whatever. I don't know where I got it. But we are going to start by taking the Morphe 35B palette, and we're going to be using this orange shade. I have kind of a little bit hooded eyes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like kind of make my own crease above my own crease, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I'm gonna dab it a little bit in there. Ooh. Okay, so then we are going to mark it right above our crease, and then we're just gonna blend it from there. We'll make it a little bit longer, so when I put on the red I can blend it and you can still be able to see the orange. And orange is kind of like a transition shade. Oh my god. Now we are going to be using the red right above it, and we're basically just gonna do the same thing with the same brush and just blend it in. You're kind of gonna go a little bit like slightly on top of the orange. To build the colors up a little bit more, we're going to be using this brush, which is the Morphe E18. I freaking love Morphe, man. Then we are going to take the red shade again in this brush and just do the same thing we were doing with the pencil brush. To make it more red and to make it look more visible, we're going to be taking the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to be taking Red Ochre with the E18 from Morphe, and we're just gonna blend that in from the middle and then work our way a little lower.
You used to come, keep me company. Tell me you love me and trust me. Oh, and it took a while to trust me. Girl, I had the word for you. Still, you don't judge me. I love the way you touch me. I'm feeling like I'm about to lose you. With all the shady shit I do. Know that girl when I tell you, you a blessing. You a blessing.
Yeah. I need to do this makeup tutorial. Okay, so we are back at Red Ochre, right? And we're just gonna blend it again. I'm going to be taking the pencil brush again and be making sure that we still have the orange and red shades into the look. So I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe 35B palette and kind of like blend the two. We're going to be using this minty type of color with the E18 as well. And it's a light color, so I'm gonna have to build it up, but I'm gonna go a little bit over red ochre since it's a light color and to also make it like an ombre.
Oh my god, this color's so light. It's insane.
We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. It would have been so easier to film this eye, but you know, it's whatever. So then you're gonna be getting this light blue shade that's gonna be on the outer corner. Flick it this way. Like, it doesn't matter if you flick it because you're gonna be like cutting your crease anyways to make it with the angle, but you know, just to make it a little bit more easier. And it's not gonna be this long, don't worry. Okay, since the blue is so pigmented and so colorful, we're gonna go back in with that little like mint shade, and we're just gonna literally just put it all up in the middle. The Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that it comes in, the Modern Renaissance. Just gonna blend that in. Okay, now we're going to be taking this, I have e.l.f. professional eyeliner brush, and I use it to cut my crease. And to cut my crease, I'm going to be using the Fit Me Maybelline concealer. See, now this is the right shade. This is the one that I like. Okay, and it's in the shade 20. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the whatever this is and just pushing the product on the brush and just cutting my crease. After that, we're gonna do the bottom lash line eyeshadow, and we're gonna be using the pencil brush for this one, and I'm going to be taking this red shade that we used and just put it all up in my inner corner. And we're gonna be taking the blue, and then we're just gonna flick it to where it almost touches but doesn't. So you have to be really careful that it doesn't touch. Ha, almost touched it. Hello. Now we're going to be taking the brush that I cut my crease in, and I am going to be taking a little bit more of concealer. Since it's too high up my brow, I'm gonna get a little bit more of the concealer and just
Clean that up. Oh my god! Okay.
we are going to put the glitter on the in corner, like the inside of the lower lash line crease or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And then we're gonna do it on the line of the crease. I'm using the NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner. If you get some glitter on your eyelid, just grab some more concealer and just clean it up. I'm gonna be taking that white shade and I'm gonna be putting it all over my lid to set the concealer. And then I'm gonna be taking this pencil brush and I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, and I'm going to be using the shade Primavera, and And I'm just going to be putting it on my brow bone. Also in the inner corner. Funny. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing the face, and then I'm going to be setting or priming my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. Cardboard. Literally, this thing is so ripped though, like. I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Moisturizer. I just like how it moisturizes my face. And hey, 17 with no wrinkles, that's like normal, I think. But hey, if I use it, I might not get any wrinkles, you feel? Now to minimize my pores, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I don't think it minimized anything. I don't think it minimized
Oh, wet foundation, you already know, you already know, you already know, you already know.
And I'm just going to dab it all over my face. I'm going to be taking the brush of this collection that I got on Amazon with the pencil brush that I got too. And I'm just gonna buff that in. Girls, if you don't blend, I swear I'm gonna cut you, because that is not attractive if you do not blend. If you two different colors, it's literally, okay, I do this, and yeah, you're gonna see my double chin. I don't give a crap, because I'd rather be blended in the same color, except for these girls that don't blend and are like two different colors. Now for concealer, I'm gonna be taking the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20, and I'm going to become part of a tribe. Okay, now I'm gonna be spraying my beauty blender with the Mario Badescu water. Okay, and I'm just gonna be dabbing that in. Be taking my Maybelline New York loose powder in the shade Light. I'm just going to be taking some on my beauty blender and just setting my under eyes. I normally don't bake because I don't really see the point in baking. Like, I did it once and it didn't make any difference. Now I'm going to be taking this brush that my friend gave me a collection, and she gave me this, and I use it for my face. You know, yeah. I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to be taking the highlighting powder, and I'm just going to go over my setting powder under my eyes and everywhere where I setted it with translucent powder. Now we're going to be setting our face with the Infallible Pro Matte foundation powder. And I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to be buffing that in. I'm going to be taking again the Wet n Wild thing, but on the contour shade. And I'm taking another brush from another collection my friend gave me. You have to work it up so it can actually show your cheekbone. For some reason, when I do it on this side, it doesn't actually show as much as it does on this side. Because I guess I'm on the, like, I'm using my right hand. And then we're just going to be bronzing the rest of the face. Gotta make that double chin disappear. it's never gonna disappear unless you like lose weight. Like I'm starting to lose weight because I'm working out. I'm doing Pilates and it's actually working. And now I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I love these drugstore products. Oh my god, they're literally so good. Like for being drugstore. And like I have some high-end products, like don't get me wrong. But if it's drugstore and you save money and it works, literally why not?
Why freaking not?
I'm going back in with the foundation shade. I'm gonna kind of try and clean up. And I'm also gonna tap it on top. Actually look kind of natural. So for mascara, I use 3 different mascaras. I use the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express Wet n Wild Mega Length. Oh my god, I got this in New York at 5 and Below. Best mascara, I swear. Like it's so good. And then there is this one that it doesn't have a name. I'm gonna be curling my lashes. And then I'm gonna be taking the Rocket first. Now I'm gonna be taking the Mega Length one. And then I'm gonna be taking the black one. Now I'm just gonna be taking the Mega Length one and doing it on my bottom lash line or lower lash line. For highlight today, I'm gonna be using the Carli bybel palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade. I hit pan, bro. Like, and I'm gonna be spraying the Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna be spraying it with my Mario Badescu.
Oh.